Why am I still single? I don't think I'm the type of woman that men are into. I don't think I can work in that field because people there are so skillful compared to me. She is so much taller and prettier than me. If you are surrounded by those negative thoughts, then that is a sign of you being insecure. I was one who was always lacking confidence, and I felt vulnerable by myself. And today I've decided to share it with you. Hey guys, today I'm gonna tell you why and how I used to be insecure, envy, and compare myself to other people. But before I go into further, I'll have to admit that because English is not my first language and I haven't been to any school to learn English, let alone college or university. So bear with me here because I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes and there will be some parts that it sound unnatural. So from my perspectives, I believe that the environment and the people that you have been growing up with play an important role on who you were and who you are today. I used to be called an illiterate, because I had to repeat 1 year in grade 1 and 2 years in grade 2 because I couldn't read. I didn't pass the grade to move to the next grade. So my teacher in grade 1 used to call me an illiterate. And of course, it affects me tremendously because I didn't believe in myself. So let me tell you, this is really like a secret of my family. My dad, he's really an illiterate because he had to repeat 6 or 7 years in his grade 1 and he had to give up because he couldn't do it. So he had to give up. But then I thought that because it ran in the family, I was lucky, I was fortunate. I tried and I did my best that I could pass the grade and move into grade 3. I was always being an ignorant student throughout my 12 years of schooling. So the thought of being incompetent and being incapable of doing that thing had imprinted into my mind that you are who you are, you cannot do it, just don't try. I didn't try because I thought that it's not worthy. So when I was in grade 9, my dad talked to me and asked me to quit schooling, to drop out, because he said that there's no point. I should quit school and go to work in the farm, and maybe one day he can arrange a marriage for me to some like stranger man or something. And I believed him. But somehow there was a miracle that changed his mind. Someone from US called him and talked to him and told him that if you want your daughter to have a better life, to come here and work and make lots of money, then let her go to high school and finish her high school. So my dad let me continue my schooling. I didn't pass my entrance exam to grade 10, that is to high school. So in Vietnam, from grade 9 to grade 10, like to high school, you have to have an entrance exam to pass. Like if you pass, you can go to high school. The same with university. So I didn't pass. I had to go to an institution for like those students like me. But then you could finish 3 years there, and then you still get a high school diploma if you passed the exam. It was like I was telling you a story, but you can see in that story, there's a little girl. She was always timid. She was scared to talk to people, like always lack of confidence, and she believed that she was incompetent and she cannot do anything. It didn't stop right there, because during my upbringing, the people in my hometown kind of like alienated my family because of the color of our skin. What I know, they didn't like the people that have tan skin. They usually like criticized our skin, like, why on earth do you have that kind of skin? Because here we have white or like bright skin, and you have like tan and dark skin. You should move to another country or city to live. Don't live here. So, to be honest, I didn't really have a good friend, or like I didn't friend to anybody in my hometown, because I was scared. Like I was scared that if I want to be friend with them, they would say no, and they say like, oh, because you are not the same like us, so you cannot fit in. Okay. And fast forward to high school. Wow, man, I was the smallest person, like the shortest person in my class. So I was like, God, why? Like every time they would make fun of me, like saying like, oh my God, you should go back to grade 7, or you know where you belong to, because you're too short. That made me hate myself so much. I was like, who am I on earth? You were like, I am so stupid. I'm so short. My skin is so ugly. Like none of this makes sense. When I moved to Canada, I was being criticized because of my height again. So I went straight to work in nail salons. The first one was so bad. Like people always make fun of my height. They were saying like, why your mom gave birth to you this short? Like why are you this short? Like why? Like why? Like I cannot even answer you why, right? I really don't know, right? Yeah, but you know what? Now I don't care. They was talking to me, and I believed them. I believed them that I was too short. I was so ugly. So it made me hate myself so much that I would look up to people and say, oh my God, I want to be that person. I want to be that girl. Why is she so perfect? Why? Like, why is she so beautiful and tall, and me ugly and short and like crooked nose and, you know, I don't know, and stupid and whatever. So apparently some nights I would sleep and I dreamed of me being like taller. You know, tomorrow I woke up and was like, no, I thought that I've grown up taller. Why is it still the same? I was daydreaming all the time that I could be taller a little bit. Like, God, please, I just want to be taller a little bit. But guys, it's okay now. Like I love who I am now, really. So in my high school year, in grade 11, I was proud of myself at that time because I was dating a boy who was like the tallest in the school. I think maybe he was, I don't know, but one of the tallest guys in the school, and he was handsome too. I was so proud of myself at that time that I could date him. But then you know what had happened at the end? He dumped me, he married to one of my friends, and one day I got a call from one of my friends in Vietnam, and they say, oh, you know what, your boyfriend married to blah blah. And I was like, what? And I called him, and then he said, oh, I'm sorry, what the hell was happening? So that contributed to my insecurity, like a little bit more. I thought that I was already an incompetent person, an ignorant student. I was insecure, and then at the same time, that was one part that I was proud of myself, and I lost it. And I was in a complete miserable situation. Then I thought, I have to lock myself in that box forever. I'll never get out of it. Yeah. Because, you already believed other people's opinions about you. Then, of course, you could never step out of that comfort zone and prove to people that you can do it. Right? I let people decide my path. And it's been like that for years and years and years. Until recently, I realized that I think I should stop living that life, living for other people's life. And I think I'll have to leave that to the next video, because I don't think that you would listen to me 20 minutes long. Yeah, so I hope that you guys could relate to my story. And so just move to the next video and see how did I move out of that insecurity and become who I am today. Of course, I'm not that perfect, but I feel like I am better than myself, who I was yesterday. And yeah, bye.